Davis, David Collins, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
When you walk into Kyle Field in College Station, Texas, it is so dynamic. From the traditions, the cheering, the crowd in unison, it is straight up and down of electric Aggie pride. This is one of the most unique places you can ever watch a college football game, and we expect it to be just as loud and energetic here today. Guys?
Appreciate that, Holly. The Aggies offense will get first crack at it today. Last time we saw these guys, they came out firing. They were up to any challenge offered by the secondary. Any suggestions on how to prevent that from happening again this week, David?
And it's tough to have that great of a QB and that great of a wide receiver, but you definitely have to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Jam him. Mess up the timing. Their chemistry and timing with this elite QB and elite receiver is really good. Jesse, I got to mess it up somehow.
And you just have to take calculated risks, right? Every defensive coordinator wants to be aggressive, and you want to press them and play press man, but you can only do it a handful of times because you know in this game, when the quarterback sees that isolated matchup, there is no question he's going to take a shot deep down the field to that guy.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Here's Reed to throw. Got his man all by himself. Speeding down the left side. Touchdown, Aggies. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. When they have something to cheer about here, this Kyle Field crowd is the most choreographed group in all of college football.
They've got so many chants and cheers that I had no clue about Reese until we visited, and you see it's choreographed, it's perfect together. And how about this choreographed start? Exactly how they drew it up early, getting this place going bananas.
The Wildcats offense will now get its first chance with the football. C.J. Baxter, he is a steady, reliable, consistent force in this attack.
And you got to love this guy's speed. And to me, David, that's the one thing that really separates him from most other running backs in college football. There are so many guys at this level that can make you miss, and they can get in the second level. They can run through tackles, catch the ball, block, all that stuff. This guy, though, has home run breakaway speed.
Oh, he's got some space. Ripping through the defense. Touchdown, Wildcats. Great job by the back on the option.
And it's the game-breaking speed you see right there. He takes it all the way to the house. It's that speed. That's the reason why a lot of people thought if he had declared for the NFL draft, he would have been playing on Sundays now. There's just not a lot of running backs in college football that can run like this guy.
And it's so nice to have that guy back. Like, to keep that guy on your roster, it's like recruiting the best player in the country, right? You got one of the best backs. To be able to keep that guy on your roster was the big offseason coup. Like, you mentioned the NFL can also transfer, can go make money elsewhere. To keep him on the roster, and he shows you why. This guy is the catalyst, one of the best in the country at his spot.
Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. That's caught. It's Riley. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first?
Ready? Go.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Owens. Tackled at the 45 after a 5-yard pickup.
When you think Texas A&M football, man, you think running the football all the way back to R.C. Slocum, a great Aggie head coach. You just want to be the more physical team, and you want to be imposing your will. This guy right here toting the rock has the ability to wear and grind on defenses. He brings that physical presence to this offense.
You see this more and more in college football. Motion the running back out of the backfield. What am I looking for? I'm looking to see if it's man coverage. Does a linebacker go and chase him? If he does, guess what I get to do? Take advantage of my matchup. I like my speed better than yours.
They're working that left side. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
And I think think they found a matchup they like, man. This running back has been a problem out of the backfield. Like, we know he can run it, but the matchups now, who's going to cover him? Is it a linebacker? Is it a safety? Right now, this offense, they found something with him catching the football in the backfield, and they just keep going back to it.
This quarterback part of their running game. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
He'll be forced out of bounds, and they're stubborn with this running game in the red zone.
A little bit inside, a little bit outside. Nice job. Hey, keep them guessing, right? You run it up the middle to keep them honest. Now toss it on the perimeter. Make them set the edge on the outside with their defensive ends. They don't do a good job here. Nice positive gain. Now let's go get 7.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
949, watch star. 940,
Throwing Reed. Here's a heat. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
Quarterback now has to make sure his guys are dialed in. You can't make any more mistakes. Giving up a negative play on second down by the goal line, you've got to be really smart with this football.
He wants to change this route. From the gun on third down, Reed. And the throw and catch was good, but you got to do it the play, and he couldn't quite keep that foot in bounds. Now we'll hang on here. The coach is calling a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Looking for blockers. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Wildcats sending their offense onto the field. We've had some early scores. They get the ball back, trailing by a field goal 10-7. They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Quarterback keep. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Go with the option, quarterback keeps it himself, and look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Oh, they're after him. The throw. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. These teams putting up some early points, and now they have it back up 10-7. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Motion from the wide receiver. Reed. Got it behind the line. It's Owens. Crosses the 40. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one.
Talk about having a day. We're not even done the first quarter yet. This receiver already has over 100 yards. Look out.
You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on first down from the 44. Under fire. Lets it fly. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And those are the ones you just want to pull it back in as soon as you throw it as a quarterback, because you know he was open, I had him, I just put too much underneath it and missed out on a big play.
He might want another play. Running inside. It's Owens. There he goes. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. These offensive scripts on both sides have been masterpieces as they are going up and down the field in the first. Reed. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Dropping back, it's Reed. Fires quickly. Picked up 4 yards on the play. It'll be 3rd and 6.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Almost had the completion, just missed it. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. Smashes it between the uprights. The lead is 6 in the first.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. 3rd and 11. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. Kentucky will be forced to punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kid who is so important to this team.
Here's Reed to throw. Unloads to the wideout. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Quarterback may change this route. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Marcel Reed. This time it's complete. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
And I think one of the secret sauces from a year ago for A&M was Craver and Concepcion. They were the best 1-2 punch in college football as far as playmaking receivers. Guys that could catch it short and take it long. Now you bring in Horton, who comes over from Alabama. This receiving core now, can they continue to grow? Can the passing game get better, Palmer, and take that next step?
Well, the good news is you still got Marcel Reed throwing the football, right? A guy with tons of experience and a guy who's made a lot of big plays throughout his career. So you bring in Horton, who comes over for Alabama, big physical guy who can make plays down the field. Craver can take a hitch route, 80 yards, and score. Still a really good 1-2 punch in the Aggies offense, especially the passing attack. Still going to be tough to stop.
This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Throwing Reed. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Owens. You can hand it to him. You can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? They're finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight this guy.
Keeps it on the option. And he'll be hit immediately. No gain on the play.
The offense thought they had a good look to run that play into with the QB, but there's just an example of a defender winning his one-on-one battle and making a tremendous play. Great effort by that guy.
The Aggies line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Back to throw, it's Reed. Makes the grab down the middle. They get him on the ground, but that'll be enough to give Texas A&M a first down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Reed. It's complete. And he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1. And the Aggies will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Fires into the end zone. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Trying to pound it in. Brought down short of the end zone, and that'll bring up 3rd and goal.
I think coming into this season, they thought in order to have success, we have got to be able to run the ball and get this guy going. He hasn't scored yet this year, but a golden opportunity right now to finally break the seal.
Might be calling a hot route. Trying to get it done with the run here on 3rd and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Effective offense, leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Kentucky offense out onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Makes a man miss. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. And the Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Gets the back moving. Right back to the well. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the 1st down. They'll try to get it off quickly.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line, warp speed for second down.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. After that last completion, it's second down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. Now the Wildcats call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He's going to run it. Tried to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job. There's no gain on the play. Texas A&M will use its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And he tried to pin him deep with that punt. Instead, it goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to...
Picked off! What a play to set him up! The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Unleashes one deep. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky!
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He's tackled right there, but a good job to pick his way and find some room on that return. Less than half minute to play here in the half. Let's see how aggressive they are on 1st and 10. Motion from the back. Reed fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. To throw, it's Reed. Rushes on him. Blasted as he lets it go. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
You know, these linebackers have to be so good in zone coverage of reading the quarterback's eyes to get to the ball. You saw that linebacker do it.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Going for the big play. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early, and he's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives, they've scored 2 touchdowns, and here on their 3rd possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete, but if you're him, I would keep spinning the beam.
Under fire. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Makes his man miss. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3 ball here before the break. This would be a prodigious kick from 56 yards out and from the left side. Splits the uprights from 56, and he's got 3 on the board. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They start this third quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. Kentucky going quickly.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Man, this defensive end is a monster. And you've seen his athleticism and his speed and his bend and his flexibility. He now has 2 sacks, and there's still a lot of football to play.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Can't make the connection. The pressure there calls to missed timing. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. He's got it. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. Holly Rowe has an update.
Hey guys, here on the Texas A&M sideline, there is a lot of excitement right now on the sideline. I see their quarterback going up to guys and saying, let's keep eating. This is what they expected from him, and he has gotten them off to a terrific start. They've got the lead, and he has performed well. No big surprise. He is their guy, and he is showing that leadership down here today. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. The run inside. It's Owens. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Making side adjustments here.
86 bouncing. 180 race car. 180 race car. Chip, 674, take off. 674, take off.
Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Still 3rd down, but more ground to cover after the flag. Here's Reed to throw. Looking to the big tight end. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. DB's right up on the receivers. With the catch, it's Baxter. Breaks free, and he might be gone. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. A 1st down for the offense. Now the play fake. Here's the pressure. He gets away. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
He was trying to push it downfield. He was looking for a receiver, trying to make a play. You could tell the pressure started to get to him a little bit. Nowhere to go with the football, and just fights back to the line of scrimmage.
Here's a give to C.J. Baxter. There's some room. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
If you want to test the physicality of a defense, get the toss play going. Get the outside run game working, because those DBs are going to have to find ways to fight off blocks, and you're going to find out.
Breaks into the open.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it. It's Baxter. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wide receiver going in motion. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
The defense was dialed in. They knew exactly what they were doing. They weren't fooled by it. They weren't fooled by the read game at all. Played discipline, kept eyes on the quarterback, strung that along towards the sideline, and made the big tackle.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Looking to the end zone. Wideout trying to get it in. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal. And the Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They'll run it with Baxter. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him.
I think one of the biggest keys in stopping these big physical running backs is you can never let them get momentum running downhill, and I think that was a big factor on that play. They didn't get him right away. He was able to break a tackle, but he couldn't get the speed going, and as a result, he's going backwards. That's a big TFL for the defense.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Way too much grabbing and tugging there. No way the official's going to miss that one. The Wildcats have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Baxter again. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Maybe a double pass. Virtually unblocked, and he stopped for a loss of 8. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Owens. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Nice job by the defense, just being very sound, understanding what they were seeing, and going and getting it. A lot of times these running backs force missed tackles and make you miss and make big plays. This defense did a good job of not letting that happen.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And it's It's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. They'll try to run for it. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
This is one of the top 10 offenses in the nation in getting first downs. To do that, you got to have balance. You can't always throw for it on 3rd down. You've got to be able to run it as well, and they've got a dude in the backfield who just knows how to move the chains.
Got a man. It's Horton. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. If you like old-school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first 3 periods. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Throwing, Reed unloads to the wideout, and his throw is incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down.
139 Albatross. 139 Albatross.
This is a designed run. Turning it on! Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
And how about the QB? We haven't seen it all game long, man. Nice job coming up big in a big moment in the 4th quarter. He says, nobody there, takes off, does it.
Lets it fly deep downfield. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Bringing the heat. It's incomplete. Almost intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 3rd down.
Man, an almost disaster again for this offense. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. The defense got their hands on another one. They are dialed in. They really got a good beat on this passing game.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. He's got the tight end. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Man, did the defense need the stop. Great job getting the 3rd down stop. They needed to force a punt. They got to get their offense the football back so they have a chance in this football game. Really nice execution by this defense.
And it's intercepted. A huge 4th quarter play for this defense. Going the other way, and he's got room. And after the pick, everybody going the other way, and he crossed midfield and got it to the 47. Wildcats come out to get things going on offense. What a costly mistake, and what a big play by the defense to get the football back on the interception, and now this offense can drive down and take the lead.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away.
Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more.
2-14 close.
Reed. Going for it all. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Makes the catch. Plenty of room. Feet down in the end zone.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Wildcats come out and set and ready to go. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a two-possession game. They must get something here. They'll start on the ground with CJ. Ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
They'll run this play from the pistol. On the ground, it's Edwards. Oh, he's got some space. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Aggies come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
Things just not going as easy for this guy as they did his last game out. Last time he completed over 70% of his throws. This week, though, defense taking some throws away. They've made some plays. He just hasn't been quite spot on with his accuracy. He's going to have to play better.
And the Aggies are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
And this one isn't over because the defense still has 3 timeouts left. But, man, that clock is ticking, and they can just run the football up multiple possessions. They're going to need something magical to happen. They're going to need to start stripping at that football, create some turnovers, and get lucky down the stretch.
Reed. Pressure coming. Out of the backfield, he's open. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Looking to throw, it's Reed. Takes a hit as he fires. Touchdown, Aggie. Fit it in the window for the score. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
And it's a really nice drive by this offense. They didn't get too conservative. They put the drive together. Now, the biggest thing...
Looking, trying to escape, cannot. The sack thwarts the 2-point try. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, down here on the Kentucky sideline, I can see a lot happening with their running back. He has turned it over here in this game, and they are down. They need him to be a little bit better with their ball security. I have seen some coaches go over there.
There he goes.
And maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some points, and he's that big physical guy, breaking some tackles, making some plays. Here in the 4th quarter, they're going to need it.
Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got his man to the left. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They're going to go for it, and they're not going to huddle here on 4th down. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Right down the middle. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. On the draw, it's Barnes. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Second down, they'll go to the air. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Here's Reed to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. They went for it all in the first play of the drive and come up empty.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot and see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
It'll be third and long. Back to throw, it's Reed. Fires to the big fella. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. The Wildcats used the first of their 3 timeouts. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. He's got an open man. Breaks into the open. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. Kentucky spends its second timeout here. And they got under their skin a little bit having to use the TO after giving up the first down. And if they can find the end zone here, that might be all she wrote. 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. That timeout taken by the Wildcats is their final one. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Pulls it on the option. Touchdown, Aggie! And the stomping has commenced. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
With that last touchdown, looks like they're going to start this season 4-0. You've got to be impressed with what you've seen so far from this team. We knew coming in. This team had a chance this season, but until the lights go on, until you actually go out and do it for real, you can't believe just how good they are. But they've shown now, starting 4-0 on the year, this is a team that's going to contend for a national championship.
Wildcats sending their offense onto the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, that you're talking about.
3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. He's looking to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Gilmore. Hard-nosed, determined effort to work his way up to the 35-yard line. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense. And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like, they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. And guys, hold that thought just a second because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He is stopped short on the line to gain. The 4th down try goes awry, and that might just do it.
And I get it. At this point in the second half, dude, we got to make something happen. We haven't been good enough. We got to to score a lot of points and quickly. You've got to be aggressive. They tried. They failed again. This game is all but over.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Texas A&M going quickly. Wants to throw. It's Hart. Firing to the right, complete. Touchdown, Aggies! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
Here he comes with the return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. After this, it'll be a wrap. Running inside, it's Barnes. Works his way ahead for 3 out to the 14.